So, I started the game this morning and I realized I just hit 100 days played. So what I was thinking I'm gonna do is a bit of a review of how the game been so far and what I think of it, and kind of what you can expect with a similar account. So let's jump into the account overall. And let's actually go in here so we can see as many heroes as possible. And I have a decent amount of heroes upgraded. I've been spending a decent chunk of money. By a decent amount, I mean like maybe 800 or 900 bucks. Maybe less. I haven't kept track of it. But I've basically been buying the weekly packs that pops up here every week. That gives you some rate up letters and so on. And also gives you some dust. Perfect. And I've also bought some stuff in the trolley. I've made sure I kept up with the monthly cards. I bought both of the growth bundles. I bought this special offer to get Taline up. And now I know I need even more copies of her, so I don't know what to do. I've also purchased this. Actually only once. And what else did I purchase? I know I purchased some other bundles. But they were the early bundles. Some of the higher value ones where you get in the beginning of the game. I haven't bought any cosmetics, none of the permanent bundles because they're really bad. And then of course sometimes I bought the Stellar Crystals pop-up packs when you defeat some, I can't remember what stages it is. I bought those. But right now the account is kind of on a standstill. Because I want to see where the game goes before I spend more money on pop-ups and so on. I will probably might still buy the weekly stuff, I don't know. But that comes to battle modes. What do I think of the battle modes? AFK stages. It was fun in the beginning, in the pre-season. When I was starting the game, it was fun to sit there for an hour or so a day and push. Is it fun now? No. There's basically only season essence left. Then you of course have the artifact charts, so you can upgrade your artifacts further. But it's just so demotivating to push this or sit for hours and try. So sometimes I just go in and put in the new features. That's like auto battle, auto progress, and have that running. Like, I don't care what AFK stage I'm at this point. Don't get any invite letters. The best mode that I think is Dream Realm. I wish they had something else with it, so the weekly stuff would change a bit. Like, the rotations is always the same, or formations. The formation is always the same, so you know what hero you should go in with. Maybe they should have something else where there is like, oh, this week you get bonus for using a certain hero, or just something that keeps it interesting. Like, once everything got figured out, people is just doing the same thing over and over. I like the amount of bosses that's in the season. Pre-season, it was fun because then I had to figure out the game, I had to figure out the bosses, and I really like Dream Realm. I just wish there was something else with it. So it changes the formations and how you need to think. Like, I don't know if it should like be maybe bi-weekly, so every 2 weeks there's new stuff and we need to figure out how to do it or how to perform. That would just be fun. That's what most people just do now. Let's go in here, go to formations, and then you put on a filter. Like, or maybe not even a filter, you just grab the top line and like, oh, let's go for this one if you have all the heroes and they're similarly upgraded. Kinda dislike that, but it's good that it exists for people that needs the assistance or wanna try out. But I wish it would become a bit more creative. PvP, just a stalemate. Yeah, so people just farming each other over and over. I actually could farm this Denken guy back. He's been farming me for weeks, but I was never able to attack him back. I'm not really a PvP person, so I can't say too much about the arena, but once you get like Rainier going, it can be really fun. The Durst Trial is a seasonal thing, and it's a bit back and forth on this. You're limited by the heroes in here and whoever of those heroes you have upgraded. So if there is a combination of heroes you haven't upgraded a lot, you will have a more difficult time because they have less stats and so on. And I wish there was more creativity to this as well and not just static. I know they have to have it static, but that's my thoughts. I want it to be a bit more creative, where we need to figure things out, maybe have some buff tiles. Like put in a buff tile or different challenges. Something, it would be interesting. Supreme Arena is basically arena but with 3 different teams, and it's just like it's arena but with 3 teams. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't like PvP that much, and I'm a spender, but I'm not a whale, so I don't have a lot of amazing teams. So it's kind of meh. Legend Trials, I don't know what to tell you about that one either. It's just a mode that exists that you go in and sometimes you get rewards. And after 100, the only thing you get is the artifact. You can upgrade your artifacts. Battle drills, kind of same thing there. People figure out how to do it, so you just follow a guide. Nothing too interesting. Honeydew actually patched like a week ago. I haven't tried it since. I liked it in the beginning, but I don't know. My opinion on that has changed a bit, because it's like kind of all the other modes. Like people just find what's the best faction to go, and then people just spam that faction. And Arcane Labyrinth, probably my favorite. I still wish they did more difficulties in Arcane Labyrinth. That would have been amazing. And also, I forgot to review the resonance level part of the game. I kind of like this system, but what I would like to do instead of having like you need to upgrade them every 10 levels, it would just be nice if they had a unified level from the beginning. Like the same way you have when you get to 240 in the preseason, and then when you upgrade up beyond, every hero gets a level. I wish like you kind of upgraded all heroes at the same time, but it required more resources, so it's still the same amount of resources, because I dislike having to swap around all the time. But that can just be me thinking that way. And then let's talk about the summoning system. The 80 heroes from Rate Up doesn't feel that appealing, and it's been a long time since I pulled a hero from here. I think, sure, I pulled Soren, but I didn't pull a full Soren. I just pulled some copies. And yeah, the rate up is kind of strange. It's hard to review considering it's only been a few amount of heroes, and in the beginning I didn't spend to get rate up letters, so I couldn't go all in on heroes. But saving up rate up letters and going in when a good hero finally comes will probably change that. The wishlist system overall, I think, is an amazing system. I wish more gacha games would do it like this. I really appreciate it. I can go in and pick who I want to roll for, and the same goes for Epic. The Stargazer one, I don't have too much to say about that, because they have just recently fixed some of the Stellar Crystal income for all players. So the verdict before was that it wasn't that great, because it's dependent on your arena rank and you need to get into champion to buy them. That's how it was before, but they actually changed it, so everyone gets to buy some or monthly, and then the people in arena gets to buy like 3 more, I believe it is. And that's a way better system. So they finally fixed that. Let's go through the Emporium real quick. Getting dolly tickets for summoning. So you can purchase more summoning stuff or acorns. It's really nice. Guild store. Bit interesting. I like the daily purchase of invite letters. So you get them at a cheaper price. The monthly part of it is different. I like the part that you can buy specials and hypogenes from, and stellar crystals isn't the only way to get them. Then we have the arena. Hiding or putting an important resource like stellar crystals behind a PvP mode. I feel like, sure, everyone will get some arena coins and so on, but I don't like it. I would like a balance between PvE modes and PvP modes. And of course we get that through the event as well. But I would like a permanent system that also gives you stellar crystals through PvE. The Dream Store is really amazing. You can grab more A-tier copies of heroes you need to get them to that Mythic Plus stage. Really good system. I like it. Friendship Store, not really much to tell about that one. Or say about that one. You can buy some cosmetics. When you send hearts to your friends, you get some hearts back and you can buy stuff to boost the affinity. And the affinity is of course on the heroes and how much your hero likes you. The one has been used a lot since I started playing. And through the affinity stuff you also get some bonus rewards and unlock some stories about them if you care about that. But you can also get some rewards like diamonds and invite letters. I like that system as well. It's also just one of those things where you can get an additional push a bit. So let's jump into the guild. There isn't a lot to do in the guild yet. Here you have your chat where you can talk to guild members. You can get weekly chests dependent on how well the guild has performed overall. And you can contribute to the amount of chests you get by being high ranked in different modes. I really like that part. The battle drills is active for a bit, then it goes offline for a while. And the guild supremacy, I don't know anything about yet, but I hope that's another mode that's rotating between the battle drills. And hopefully something really interesting. Is there something I'm missing? Let's talk about the events that been overall. This Crystal Clash event, I really enjoy the part when I'm attacking someone but running around in the world like this. This is actually my crystal for today. But running around trying to find crystals to attack can be a bit tedious, because once you finally find a crystal that is a decent amount of earnings, you might find something like this: no more heroes allowed. And if you're in the early game, that might ruin it for you. And you need to run and find another one. They should have a search system in here. That's the only thing I can say about that. The hero drills, I kind of like this one. I mean, it wasn't that challenging, but the rewards was really great for the effort you had to put in. So I like that one. The clan reputation, where you need to do a daily quest to gain some reputations or gain reputation and then you get some rewards, is actually really nice as well. It's just a thing you need to do daily, and actually don't need to do it daily. You can save up to 3 quests and then do it like every few days. You actually don't need to do it daily, but it gives you 1 quest daily. I think that's really nice. The noble path system I like and criticize this a little bit. Maybe when it comes to Able Road, they should have increased some of the rewards, like the temporal essence, and maybe the pay to win one should get 10, and then maybe the free to play one should get 5 or something. Because I mean, what difference is one title essence gonna do to a free to play? Basically none. Getting 4 when you're paid. Yeah. But overall, the noble path has been really nice, and I think they're pretty valuable when it comes to spending money. And that also goes for the growth bundles I was talking about earlier. That's been really nice. the game overall, like running around, killing monsters, or exploring the map, has been pretty decent. Like, has it been anything amazing or mind-blowing? Has it been fun? Sure. There was times when it was fun. Start of the new season, like trying to get ahead of everyone, then getting like up here and you needed to wait a day before the next part unlocked. I mean, it was kind of fun because then you needed to go in as soon as you could. You had time. But it also depends on how much time you have to play. Like, if you don't have a lot of time to play, you might fall behind, and that doesn't feel very pleasant. But overall, AFK Journey, they made some mistakes with the season overall in the beginning, but I think they are catching up and solving the issues with the game, and hopefully they continue in the right direction. But I would recommend playing the game. Just take it at your own pace and enjoy it. I would just like a bit more creativity in all modes, basically. But that's it. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.